Hello and welcome back to another Lord of the Rings live stream. Today we are continuing on in the Arid Mithram cycle with Mount Gurabad. The second to last, I should say. I thought it was the last, but it's the second to last quest in this cycle. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be building a deck and taking on another dragon. Well, actually, I think it's the same dragon as we took on a little bit a while ago. Uh, Dagnir. So this one does seem kind of challenging. We got the a difficulty rating on the insert at an 8, and I think online it was like a 7-ish. So it's gonna be a little bit more challenging than what we have seen before. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be kind of interesting. We have a cave deck. We have some modifications to some of our heroes, giving them a immediate +1 right off the attack, +1 attack right off the attack, right off the bat, +1 attack right off the bat. Yeah, all right. Okay, and then right after this, I'm gonna be starting my rap career apparently, so that's gonna be fun. Anyways, there's a couple of archetypes that we have been eyeing and getting new toys for that I do want to try out. There's Sylvans. We tried them a couple of streams ago and it just didn't really go over too well. It was more of a matchup rather than a kind of deck construction. It was just like against that specific quest, it didn't really work out. We got the new Dane Ironfoot, which seems pretty fun to try. The screen seems dark. I'm gonna move my light real quick. Maybe it's just dark. Who knows? It does seem darker than normal. Oh well. Um. So we got the new Dane. We could go with the dwarfs there. There's a decent number of options. I think. I'm kind of leaning towards Sylvan. Mainly, we've gotten a lot of new toys for Sylvan. We did get a lot of new Hobbit toys last time, and I feel like Hobbit toys could be kind of fun. But I'm kind of leaning towards Sylvan. We have some new allies and new heroes in the Sylvan archetype. We've got who was it? We could also honestly go like Legolas. We got like Legolas Gimli could be kind of fun. But Dane Ironfoot, he's the 11 cost, 3 defense. Whenever he's defending, we can discard the top card of our deck to give him +1 defense. Limit 3 times per phase, which I think could work out really well for our dragon attack. Starting him at 3, then we can bump him up to something a little bit higher. Yeah, that does seem pretty good. Trying to think. The Sylvans do seem fun though. We also have like a quest deck, so I'm not 100% sure what's on the other side of these. I have not looked at them, and so we're just gonna see how it goes. Kind of really like very bright, cool. Um, I think if we go Dane, I'm not 100% sure if we're gonna be diving directly into like all dwarfs, or if we're just gonna be using Dane as kind of the defender, and then we can find someone else who can attack, and then see if we can find someone who can quest, and not necessarily kind of lean into the dwarven tribal strategy, but we could just use him as a decent ability. Which we may just do that. Let's just try that. Let's just see if we can build kind of a non-coherent deck that just works. I think we're gonna go Dane, something in tactics, and then probably leadership. I keep feel like I'm leaving lore out, but ancestral armor probably works pretty well with Dane. Okay, so let's just do that. We've got Dane. He's fun. He's new. Dane Ironfoot. So that's an 11 cost. That's our defender. We could go with Glorfindel. We played with him last time, so that's not as exciting. But we do want to grab a tactics hero. I'm thinking Eowyn here. Eowyn could be our quester, also reducing that threat. Starting with an 11 and a 9 is not awful, but reducing our startup threat gives us a nice little boost to kind of push some damage onto Dragir or Dagnir, or however you pronounce it. Could be nice. Also, just Eowyn feels decent. Um, I do want to go in tactics because I think I kind of want to lean into some of the red cards that we got. We could go with just Mary to splash the tactics, have a little bit of questing power. We could go. hmm, Malblung is kind of interesting because I think at the start, this guy's going to be engaging us via some treachery cards. I did peek through some of the treachery cards. But let's grab Eowyn. Let's grab Dane, Eowyn. Um, And then let's grab a leadership. That's going to give us access to Narvi's belt. So if we do need to splash some lore, we can with the leadership. The other option would be to go like someone like Gandalf and just go off as or go like neutral. I haven't played with Gandalf in a while. That does sound kind of fun. To run a Dane, Eowyn, Gandalf. Gandalf can kind of be that flex player for us. I'm kind of interested in running Gandalf. Let's see if there is a leadership friend um we may want to run. We go Theodid or Theodred, but no, I think let's just run Gandalf. Good morning, Joshy. How's it going? Or actually, I'm sorry. Good afternoon, evening. I'll talk really quietly now so it can be calming and soothing as you get ready for your nighttime rest. We're gonna grab Gandalf. I want to play with Gandalf. Gandalf seems fun. Technically, it's morning. It's perfect. Okay, I was right the first time. My I'm realizing that my head is being cut off. My camera is too low. I'll hunch down a little bit. Do this. Alrighty. Let's find all of the toys that these characters do want to play with. So Gandalf definitely wants his wizard's pipe and his staff. Wizard's pipe attached to an Astari character. Exhaust this to exchange a card in your hand with the top card of your deck. So very good. Let's grab 2 of those. I should point out that the reason that this is so good is that Gandalf plays with the top card of the deck face up, and once per phase, he can play the top card of his deck as if it was in our hand. So if we have the Wizard's Pipe to be able to switch that card, we can get Gandalf, who has neutral, like no sphere of influence, put that on the top of the deck, and then he can play and he is considered to have all of those spheres of influence. Is this a side effect of you getting all healthy? You gain height too? Yes, that is true. Cards are so far away. Okay. So there's the wizard's pipe. We do have a ring. Is that a 2-cost ring? Yes. It's Narya. We can exhaust Narya and the attached character. The attached character also gains the leadership resource icon. To ready 2 allies, each of them get +1 attack and +1 defense until the end of the phase. I'm not 100% sure we need that. I'm thinking that Gandalf's his stats. We'll see. We'll see. We do have a banger lineup. I am really excited about Dane, Eowyn, Gandalf. That feels like a fun hero lineup. Anyways, let's grab Gandalf's staff. We can exhaust the staff to choose to either draw a card, add a resource to a pool, or discard a shadow card from a non-unique enemy. So let's. Ooh, and that's gonna be nice for Dane because we can very like specifically discard some cards for Dane to get him to that right defense. Um, And with the Wizard's Pipe, we can then swap any card, any like hidden caches or miners that we draw onto the top of the deck so that we can discard correctly for Dane to get that benefit of like, oh, that's going to be sick. So watching your video with Villain Theory on Winter Soldier, when you were talking about aggressive stance, all I could think of is putting it into play early for Hulk, triggering it at the right time to get Hulk smashed to potentially overkill through minions. Oh yeah, yeah, that's sick. I'm really excited with the new aggression cards that we're getting. Grab Gandalf staff. The biggest downside to running Gandalf is we can't run Gandalf. Grab Gladrooms. Aggression is my favorite too. Oh, sick. Let's go. I'm gonna pick out the Gondorian shield. Uh, we may throw a Sword of Gondor on Dane. We may throw it on Gandalf though. That's my only thing. Dane, if we give the shield to Dane, he only gets +1 defense. But if we give him Sword of Gondor, he gets the Gondor trait, giving him +2 defense, making him a 5. So let's just pull that out. We're not committing to adding that in there. Glamdring. Oh yeah. Actually, the attached character destroys an enemy. Draw a card attached to Gandalf, attached to a hero or Gandalf. Who's our attacker? I guess we don't really have. I guess Gandalf could be our attacker. This is attached. This is guarded by an enemy. I did say I wanted to play with these. Let's pull this out just to have them. What am I looking for? The staff. That's what I'm looking for. We also have the Golden Shield. After the attached hero is declared as a defender, we can exhaust the Golden Shield to add the hero's willpower to defense for the attack. Let's grab one of those. I think that could be a nice bailout for a situation where Dane is permanently exhausted or Aowen needs to step in and take a hit. That's going to be nice for that. Okay. Gandalf's staff is buried because we haven't been giving Gandalf enough love recently. There we go. There's Gandalf's staff. Okay. We could go Magic Ring. Touch to a hero. Limit one hero, one per deck. We can exhaust the ring to raise your threat by 1 to choose to heal 1 damage from the attached hero and add 1 hero resource to the hero's pool or ready the attached hero. So we get to choose to heal 1, ready, or add a resource. We do have to raise our threat to do that, but it could be kind of interesting for Dane to be able to ready him. Interesting. Okay, let's grab Hidden Cache. So Hidden Cache is after Hidden Cache is discarded from your deck, add 2 resources to a hero you control. So when we're discarding cards for Dane, we get to trigger that. So we're gonna grab Hidden Cache. I think we may forego Hasty. No, let's grab Hasty Stroke. Just because Hasty Stroke could be brutal if we're not defending against a non-unique enemy. Grab 2 copies of Hasty Stroke. There's our Hidden Cache. We also have the Arid Mithram Miners, which are very similar. Arid Lutheran Miner. When it is discarded from the top of your deck, put into play under your control. So we're going to grab 3 of those. Just free allies or our fun allies. And am I missing any specific like discard synergies for the dwarfs? We got the Battle Masters. Let's grab some Battle Masters. I think I will probably lean into a decent bit of dwarf allies. Those sound fun. Are you still working your way through Lord of the Rings scenarios you've never played? Yes. So I've never played this. We opened it up last week, and now we are trying it for the very first time. Okay. Let's grab a test of will. Grab test of will. I'm going to grab what do how many do you have left out of curiosity? I have I don't quite know, probably 30 to 40. Good morning, Jared. How's it going? Looks like a lot by the way you're calculating. Yeah, so I have it looks like 3 saga expansions, which is 9 quests total. So 2 towers and then Return of the King. And then I think there's 2 more full quest, which is going to be 8 more, so that'd be 16. So around 30 quests, I think. And then we have like the nightmare stuff that I have that I plan on playing too. Jared, how is life? Boom. What was I doing? I was grabbing Tesla Will. I was gonna grab plenty of oh yeah. Yeah. There I was 10 years worth of content. And so I'm excited. There's a lot of stuff still going. Um Will of the West. I want to grab some Will of the West with all of the stuff that we're gonna be discarding. So why did I put the H's in the W's? I'm crazy. That's why there's so many W's. I just like pulled out my W stack and it's just all H's. Put those back. Will of the West. Jared, we are building a Dane, Eowyn, Gandalf deck. Um, we're kind of leaning into Dane being our main defender, Eowyn being our main quester, and then flexing between Gandalf's stats doing everything else. I think we're kind of leaning into a lot of dwarf allies because I like dwarf allies. Um, and we've got Hidden Cache and we've got the Arid Lutheran Miners. But I'm curious, am I missing any specific discard synergy with the dwarfs that I should be looking at with Dane? Life is good, off work for Good Friday, so I'm having a great day. Nice, awesome. That's so fun. Okay. I think I probably want to look at armor for Dane. Let's start here in tactics. Let's find some fun stuff. Um we could go round shield for Dane. Um Captain of Gondor. No, I don't want Captain of Gondor. I do kind of like the shield. The shield could work. Um I do like ancestral armor. I feel like that's pretty decent. Hmm. Oh, Vigilant Guard. Sick. Attached character gets plus 2 hit points when another character will be assigned any amount of damage. Place 1 of that damage on the assigned character instead. If used well equipped, you could get Dane free ancestral armor. Oh, let's look at what the heck that is. Yeah, that seems pretty sick. So well equipped is a card that we all know and love, and which I will remember what it is here in a second. Um, there's so many cards in this game. I love it. Well, warned. Nope, that's it. That's not it. Well equipped. Discard the top 2 cards of your deck. You can attach 1 attachment card discarded by this effect to an eligible dwarf in play. Heck yeah, let's do that. That's fun. Good call. That's fun. Yeah. Okay, and then let's grab ancestral armor. And because we have Gandalf, we can set it up once we have our wizard's staff. I'm sorry, our wizard's pipe to set that up so that it works really, really well. Don't need Sentinel. Ancestral armor attached to a leadership or a noble character. Dane is noble. So +2 defense and +2 hit points. That seems pretty sweet. Let's grab an Arwen. Arwen is sick. Okay. Like it. I like it. So I grab. What's the spirit card that allows you to get a card from your discard pile? Dwarven Tomb? Dwarven Shield. Your attack hero takes damage from an enemy attack. We can exhaust Dwarven Shield to add a resource to the hero's pool. I don't think I want to be. Well, okay, that's actually kind of interesting with Dane because you can set this up so that you can always just take one attack. Though I do think that if we're going to do that, we need some healing. And I don't currently have any healing. Should I have healing? Potentially. Okay. So if we have Ancestral Armor and Gondor Shield, that works for Dane. If we're doing that, we might as well go Steward of Gondor. Yeah. Let's grab a Steward of Gondor. Let's grab Stargazers to help set our deck up. Let's grab Narvi's Belt. So that Dane's resources can be uber flexible. Necklace of Guardian. Seems pretty good. Attached hero gets +2 willpower and collects an additional resource during the resource phase. Seems kind of fun. Let's go Narvi's. Okay. Where does that put us? We probably want probably another Battle Master, honestly. Let's just grab that while we're thinking about it. But we probably do want some readies. So probably Unexpected Courages. Hey, I grabbed Warden of Healing. Let's go. Okay, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. If we are giving Glamdring to Gandalf, I don't actually think we can do that because I think we're going to give Wolfsbane to Gandalf, which is a restricted item. And then I think his staff is also restricted to 4. Yeah, so those are the 2 restricted items there. So we're actually not going to run Glamdring, which means that we could run the necklace. There's a bit of direct damage because of Dragon's Breath, so healing is a safe choice. Sweet. I thought I remembered that there was like that spray fire or whatever. 2, 4, 6, 8. 9. Let's grab Unexpected Courage. We've got 9 cards left in. 9 cards left that we need to fill in. Feels like we're going pretty. I don't hate it. think probably round out with allies feels pretty decent, especially so like higher health allies that we can spread some indirect damage out on. We can use the warden then to kind of heal it. Um, let's grab a Yazin. I think blue is going to be where we're going to have most of our resources. So let's think about blue. We could go the miner. The miner is actually pretty interesting with Gandalf. Also, I remember there's a mistake on some of the rules insert for this quest. There are two locations that need to be added to the caves deck called the Horde and the Mountain. Okay, cool. Yeah, thank you. I think mine was actually updated. Yep, mine has both of them. My insert actually said to add both of them. So I wonder if they fixed it after they realized that there was an issue. Part of me kind of wants to run more dwarves because then we can get those guards up and running a little bit faster. Uh, go Bofer, seems pretty decent. We could go the miners. Choose a hero for each card. We can add a resource to the pool. That feels good. I think we'll run two of those. Just that's a little bit of ramp. We can get there a little bit quicker. Um, go Killy and Philly. I'm not sold on that. Oh, sweet, good. Glad that they fixed it. Um, go Glorfindel. And just to have Glorfindel in play, we go Juviar. I don't think that would be horrible. I think I may need some questing power. I feel like that's where I want to lean into. Go the swordsman. We could splash Outlands. That doesn't seem too bad. What's the crafts? After you play Ebor Maker from your hand, reduce the cost of the next attachment you play this phase by 2. Let's grab. That seems fun. I feel like we have enough attachments with like um the staffs, unexpected courages, a lot of stuff like that. Plus new card fun, and it gives us that 2 willpower. Okay, I think that's probably good. 2, 4, 6, 7. Let's find 3 in tactics. Let's find some tactics stuff that we can splash in. Do we have anything that we want to throw on Eowyn? Any attachments for Miss Eowyn? We only grabbed one Steward of Gondor. Let's grab a second. I don't know if we need the resource ramp as much as we just need um the Gondor trait for the shield, because once we have ancestral armor and the shield, we're looking at a 7 defense without discarding any cards. And that's exactly what we have as an attack here. Friendly computer, love the surprise stream yesterday, but did you know that you guys missed the Nemesis? I did see some chatter that the Nemesis was a part of the product page, and I think it was Crossbones, right? Yeah, we saw that after we logged off. What's the quest today? This is the Mount Gunabad, the second to last quest in the Arid Mithram cycle. The attached hero participates in attack. Just looking for some stuff for Eowyn. So I feel like there is like there's something that Eowyn should have, right? Um, What is it? I feel like there's like a I think it's our horse maybe? Firefoot is Aomer's horse. Vigilant Guard is kind of interesting if we are um going to be throwing a lot of damage on Dane, and then we can use him as healing. Uh, do you have the last cycle? Yes, I do. I do. I know it's super challenging to find right now, but I was able to grab it a couple years ago. Doing the Gandalf and Red Aowen. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. It's gonna be fun. There. Okay, I think it's a card that adds willpower into attack, or am I just not not thinking along the correct lines there? We could also, because we have a weapon starting out, we could lean into like, no, we have enough card draw. We have enough card fixing, I think. So we don't need like a faux hammer or anything. We could go with Goblin Cleaver just to exhaust a weapon to just deal 2 damage. Oh, Ironfoot. Yeah. If you would grab Snowmane, that's it. Yes. Okay. Snowmane. Is that blue? Is that why I'm not is that why I'm missing it? Yes. Okay. The attached hero is Theoden Snowman loses a restricted keyword after the attached hero quests successfully ready the attached hero. Thank you. Sick. Okay. Um, let's grab 2 of those. Snowman is going to be restricted, so we do have the round shield that is also restricted. But we could lean away from that if we wanted to and go with something that ups her attack. So we can actually get like some sort of decent attack out of there. Shadowfax. Exhaust Shadowfax to ready Gandalf. I think honestly, I'd rather just go with Unexpected Courage. Right? Like, I think Unexpected Courage fixes the Shadow Mount. This gives Gandalf range and Sentinel, which is pretty decent for a multiplayer game. But for this, ready, I'd rather just go here. Hierogram. Yeah, and that's also blue. Hierogram. That's a 3-cost blue, right? Attached to a Rohan character, reduce the cost to play him by 1. Declare an attacker, we can exhaust add the hero's willpower to its. Yeah, let's grab that. Seems good. Seems decent. We'll cut out the round shield. I don't know what I would do without you, Jared. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We got 2 cards. One of them being cut out is going to be the golden shield. Got 1 more card to cut. That could be Yazin at this point. I think we probably have a decent bit of attack. Let's just cut out Yazin. Rock and roll. Alrighty then. Where are my S cards? We've got Dane, we've got Aelwyn, and Gandalf as our starting hero lineup. We have a threat of 11, 9, 14, so 34, but we do reduce our threat by 3, so we're going to go to 31. Which is a decently high threat. We do have some fixing in it with Gladrium's Greeting. Love Red Aowen. She's so much fun, right? Right? And I haven't played too much with her. She's crazy because she gives a 4 willpower. She does have an action to raise her threat by 3 to ready Eowyn, and she gets +9 attack until the end of the phase. We can only do that once per game. Gandalf plays with the top card of our deck face up. Once per phase, you can play the top card as if it was in your hand. When playing the card this way, he's considered to have all of the normal spheres of influence. Then Dane, while he is defending, he gains as an action. We can discard the top card of our deck to give Dane +1 defense for this attack. Limit 3 times per phase. So what that can do is after we see shadow cards, we can do that. We can trigger that effect. Doesn't blue help to reduce threat? Typically, yes. And we do have some cards in our deck from blue that helps us with that, like Galadriel's Greeting. So we do have a total threat reduction of 18 before we shuffle or recur any of those. So I think we should be fine. But here we are. We'll see. Oh, we will definitely see. Man, it's been so long since I've seen Lord of the Rings LCG. Maddie, how you doing? Happy you're here. Love Lord of the Rings LCG. Okay, let's read the side door. Add Dagnir to the staging area and set the first forge aside out of play. Create the Caves deck. Boom, done that. Attach Wyrmsbane to a hero broken side face up. Wyrmsbane is here. Attached to a hero is restricted. They get +1 attack. If the attached hero leaves play, the players lose the game. Shuffle the encounter deck and discard cards from the top until X locations have been discarded, where X is 1 less than the number of players in the game. So 0, we fulfilled. Add those locations to the staging area. When you build Lord of the Rings deck, you focus on one hero and have the other two support? Not necessarily. Typically, I like to think, like, where are my main, like, elements of the game coming from? We need questing, attacking, defending. So are those going to be coming from allies? Are those going to be coming from my heroes? And then if I'm going to be choosing heroes, like Dane's going to be doing most of my defending. Eowyn's going to be doing a lot of my questing. Gandalf's going to be doing a lot of my flexing. So I built my deck to kind of more support these heroes rather than kind of flood with allies. So that's kind of how I'm thinking. But if I'm also like, my defensive strategy is going to be chump blocking, and I'm going to choose heroes that are able to get allies into play or that give benefits to allies and stuff like that. Forced. At the end of the planning phase, the first player looks at the top 2 cards of the quest deck and chooses one to place on the bottom of the quest deck. Then add the side door to the victory display and advance to the top of 2A of the quest deck. So all of these are 2A. We're going to be advancing to them. And who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Interesting. Yeah. Our big dragon friend here is a 50 engagement, X threat, 7 attack, 5 defense, 20 health. He is indestructible. He is immune to player card effects. X is 1 more than the total number of quest cards in the victory display. So currently that is 0. We will count that up and it will be 1. So he will have a total threat of 2 in turn 1. We're going to be adding this to the victory display. While there are 5 or more quest cards in the victory display, he cannot leave he loses the fact that he cannot leave the staging area. Nope. When there are 5 requests, he cannot leave the staging area, and he's considered to be engaged with every player. He cannot take more than X damage each round, which again is 1 more than the number of quest cards in the victory display. Okay, we do have the cave deck, so whenever we travel to a location with the deep keyword, we will discard that location and add the top card of the cave deck instead. We start out with 6 cards. I think the main thing that we're kind of looking for here is a wizard's staff, because that's going to help set us up for everything else. We do get to see the top card of the deck, which is a miner. We got the Battle Master, a miner, the Gandalf staff, beautiful, a toy maker, a shield, and an ancestral armor. Huge. Alrighty, I love it. Honestly, yeah, that's great. Cool. Cool. Alrighty. We're gonna keep it. Let's pass out some money. At 111. We're gonna draw the miner. Top card of our deck is gonna be Steward of Gondor. Let's freaking go, my friends. Nice. Alrighty. Heck yeah. We're going to spend Dane and Eowyn's resource to play Gandalf's staff onto Gandalf. So we can exhaust Gandalf's staff. Oh, we were looking for his pipe, weren't we? That's the one that we actually needed, not the staff. Anyways, here we are. We've started. Let's rock and roll. We can exhaust the Gandalf staff to choose a player to add a resource to a hero's resource pool, and then we're going to spend these two to play Steward of Gondor over here on Dane, which is going to give him 2 resources. The top card of our deck is now an Unexpected Courage. Okay, so we got 2 resources on Dane Ironfoot, which does give him the Gondor trait, which is pretty cool. We can drop a Miner if we want. I think I kind of want to hang on to. Well, we have Ancestral Armor in our hand now, and we don't have the Wizard's Pipe, which is just swap for the pipe. Nobody will know. It'll be Gandalf magic. Yes. If we drop a Miner right now, I don't think we necessarily need the Miner. It would be nice to start ramping into some resources. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's spend 1 or 2 to play the Miner. We're going to exhaust the Miner. We're going to discard the top 2 cards of our deck. We're going to name 2. We're going to name a number. Name 2. There's Unexpected Courage and Well Equipped. Discard the top 2 cards of your deck. May attach 1 attachment discarded by this effect to an eligible dwarf. Unfortunate, but we do have another shield. If at least one of those cards has a cost equal to the chosen number, choose a hero. For each card, add a resource. We're going to add a resource to Eowyn's pool. And then we're going to use that resource to play a Gondorian shield on Dane, giving him 5 defense. That felt good. I am happy. Yay. Okay. Sick. Cheap viewers. Nice. Bye-bye. Cool. Okay, so at the end of the planning phase, the first player looks at the top 2 cards, and we're going to add that to the victory display. So that's going to be 1 in the victory display. Choose 1 to place on the bottom of the deck. When it says look at these cards, do I get to look at the back of them? Because they're the exact same on the front. I don't know why I would not be able to look at the back of them unless one of these is different. It feels like I should be able. You look at the back. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. So we've got the upper levels. Forced. After characters are committed to this quest, raise each player's threat by 1. When the stage is defeated, shuffle the first forge into the cave deck. The first forge. We get to flip Wormsbane to its reforged side. Okay, so we could flip Wormsbane. Or Frenzied Wardens. After characters are committed to this quest, discard the top 5 cards in the encounter deck. Add a random enemy discarded. When the stage is defeated, reduce each player's threat by 5. Oh, that's kind of cool. I think we're going to go with the upper levels. Because Wikipedia, how's it going? Sneaking in chat at work without sound, so I'll hear your responses when I watch the video later. Nice. Welcome. Okay. And we reveal stage 2A. But if exploring Gunnerbride is the main quest, do not flip it over until the beginning of the quest phase. So that's the end of the planning. So now it's the quest. Okay. So after characters are committed to the quest, raise each player's threat by 1. When this is defeated, shuffle the first forge into the cave stack. We have 1 in the staging. Okay. Let's go ahead and quest for 4, 7. What would be a good way to communicate with you on Marvel Champion stuff? I work the times of your streams, but sometimes I want to share game stories and ask questions. Uh, Good question. I'm not on Discord as much as I used to be. Potentially still Discord? That'd be my guess. Quest for 7, we're raising our threat by 1. We're showing 2. Let's flip into the Mines of Gunnerbad. Deep. He gets minus 10 engagement cost, so he's going to be engaging at 40. And so we're showing 5. We quested for 7. Oh no. So we're only placing 2 here. That's sad. That's real sad. What's up? Can I ask something with all these tariffs? Can I ask you something with all these tariffs? You recommend buying now? I think my advice would be don't necessarily spend money that you do not have. Don't panic buy something, but if you want something and you have the money and you've been eyeing and you can afford whatever it is that you want, now is going to be the time to buy. Because I think in a couple of weeks we're going to see potentially doubling of prices. Yeah. Like for example, I recently played a Maria Hill aggression deck focusing on boom and command team. Oh, that's fun. That's really cool. That's fun. Let's go ahead and travel here. So that's going to get discarded and replaced with Throat of the Mountain. When Throat of the Mountain is explored, search the quest deck for a quest card and make it the current main quest. Then flip it over. Shuffle the rest of the quest deck. So that stinks, right? Because we just lost this progress, I think. Yeah, I'll be streaming Marvel on Monday. Okay, so I think we just lost this progress because this will be explored and then we'll make a new. Well, I guess we'll place whatever progress we would have placed there next turn onto the upper level or onto whatever the new thing is. Okay. So that's that. The end of the round will increase our threat to 33. We will stand up. We'll draw the Gondorian shield. We've got another ancestral armor. Ooh. I'm gonna get money. Okay. This is what we're going to do. We're going to exhaust Gandalf's staff to give a resource to Gandalf. We're going to spend 3 from here to play the Ebor Toymaker. After you play the Toymaker from your hand, reduce the cost of the next attachment you play this phase by 2. I'm going to use 2 to play the Ancestral Armor to throw that onto Dane. So Dane is now at a 7 defense and 7 hit points. That feels pretty good. Thank you. It's also a response, and since you have to reforge Wormsbane to win, I might ignore. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not a forced response. Good call. Okay. Yeah, thanks, Jared. Thanks, Jared. That makes a lot of sense. Top card of the deck is a Galadriel's Greeting. I don't think I want to minor away the Galadriel's Greeting. I think I want to play the Galadriel's Greeting. I think we're kind of saving up for a Battle Master because once we get the Battle Master out there, we should have him being at least a 4 attack, probably 5 by that point. Feels like a decent start. And then we can drop a Galadriel to save ourselves. I do like the dwarfs and Gandalf. I like how that is tying together, and we're able to kind of see that card to see if we actually want to discard it. That's a lot of fun. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good there. Let's go ahead and quest for 7, 9, 10, increasing our threat from this response. We are showing a 2. I'm going to flip into Win Revealed. Each player assigns X damage among allies, where X is one more than the number of quest cards in the victory display. Among allies? Ah! Alrighty. Well, that's fun. I guess we'll knock out the miner and deal 1 damage here. Well, okay, that's not great that it's a... You have to assign it to allies. I kind of hate that, actually. Do I keep the miner around and just knock out the Toymaker? Toymaker has done what it needs to do, but that's going to... Toymaker's a much better quester. We have another miner in our hand, so if we need the resource ramp, we got it, but we already have Steward, so I'm not too concerned about it. So our quest power goes down by 1, so we're only questing for 9. We're showing 2, so 7, 4, and we win here. Okay. So that goes to victory. We're not going to be triggering the response, but we are going to be doing this. Shuffle the first forge into the cave deck. At the end of the combat phase, players may bypass this stage. And I need to remember what that means also. Players are given the option to bypass some of the quest cards at the end of the combat phase. Bypassing the current quest removes all progress and moves it to the bottom of the quest deck with side 2B face down. Bypassing a quest is optional. Players may choose. Yep. Okay. Okay. So that goes to the victory display. That creates a 2-banger here. And then got Exploring Gunnerbird. We do not flip that face up until the start of the quest phase. End of the round, we will increase our threat to 35, which is scary high. We will draw a Galadriel's Greeting, showing a... Ooh. Ooh. And pass out money. There's a world in which we play a Galadriel's Greeting here, but I also think that there's a world in which we just hang on to Galadriel's Greeting. There's nothing that requires us to reduce our threat right now immediately. So we're just going to hang on to our resources. Yeah. Do we want to put a Zygo Miner out there? I think regardless, we're going to be okay if we don't play Galadriel's Greeting this round. I also think that I'm wondering if I want to play Hiragram this round. And I can do that by using Dane's resources just straight up, or I could use it using Gandalf's resources. That would get it onto Eowyn and have her ability ready to go, where she's attacking for 5. That being said, it doesn't necessarily mean... I don't know if I need to put that onto Eowyn right now. I can play it from my hand just as easily as I can play it from the top of my deck, and I think I'd rather maintain Gandalf's resources so that I can play like a Narvi's Belt or something that I don't have like sphere access to using Gandalf. Um, the downside is that I don't think we're gonna need to make a discard cards to make a defense, so I think we'll be okay. I think we're just gonna hang on to our resources right now. We do have a Gandalf staff, so that we can either discard a shadow card, or we could draw a card. We could draw, or give a resource. I don't think it matters right now because Eowyn's gonna be exhausted. I'm not using my action, I think, at this point in the game. So let's just move into the quest phase. Do not flip it over until the beginning of the quest phase. We got to see the lower deeps. The when revealed effects of the first treachery revealed each round cannot be cancelled. When the stage is defeated, search the cave decks for a location and make it the active location and shuffle the cave's deck. Alright, so we can go find our forge to reforge Wormsbane. We are showing 3 in the staging. So let's quest for 3, 7, 9. I'm going to flip into when revealed, attach to a questing hero and remove it from the quest. Counts as the condition attachment with the task. While the active location has the dark trait, reduce the attached hero's willpower to 0 and treat its text box as if it were blank except for traits. Yikes. I don't have anything that can cancel that. Huh. Quest deck in really good order. Good. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I think I would have. I think I needed to bring something that was not, or bring something that could cancel conditions. Eowyn is a decent target for this, but then we lose a lot of questing power. Gandalf blanking his text box is really scary because then we don't have the ability to play the top card, and we don't play with the top card of our deck face up. But we lose a lot of questing power for Eowyn, and this is going to be permanent for the rest of the game. Um. I think it's going to be Gandalf. So let's go here. So we're removing him from the quest. We're currently questing for 6, so we're placing 3. So that's enough to go here. Raises this to 3. And then we're going to search the deck for each player may search his deck for a weapon or armor attachment added to his hand and shuffle his deck. I think we just go First Forge, right? First Forge, after the First Forge becomes the active location, exhaust the hero with Wormsbane attached. That hero cannot ready while the First Forge is the active location. That's fine, because he's not questing. After the First Forge is explored, flip Wormsbane to its reforged stage and attach it to any hero. It only blanks while there's a active dark location. Oh, and all of these are not dark. Most of them are, but okay. Yeah, that's true. And that's important to note that this is not a dark, so our ability is still face up here. Okay. Nice. We're at 3, so he's not engaged with us quite yet. We have a Gandalf staff. I'm going to exhaust Gandalf staff. We can either draw a card to give a resource out. I think we're going to give a resource to Gandalf here. Okay. Stand up. Increase our threat to 36. We'll draw Hiragrom. Top card of the deck is now a hidden cache. Ooh, let's drop that sweet Zygo Miner out there. Okay, pass out money. Cool. Let's spend 2 from Dane to play the Zygo Miner. We're gonna exhaust the miner. We're gonna name 0. So we got Hidden Cache and Dwarven Tomb. So after Hidden Cache is discarded from your deck, add 2 resources to a hero you control. Top card of the deck is now a Test of Will. We're gonna give the 2 resources to Dane, then the 1 resource from Zygo Miner to Gandalf. Okay. The staff, we'll go ahead and draw a Test of Will, putting a Test of Will on the top. Sweet, nice. Actually, I cannot ready. So Gandalf is not ready, but that's fine. He doesn't need to be ready. Let's go 3 from Eowyn to play the Battle Master. Let's go 3 from Dane. To play Galadriel's Greeting to reduce our threat by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to hang on to the resource to play a Test of Will. Honestly, we'd probably play it from the top of our deck and keep the one in our hand. All right. So we're showing 4 here. So let's quest with 6. Yeah, that's fine. 6. We're going to... oh, wait, hold on. We have to flip this up. Forced, after your characters are committed to this quest, he makes an immediate attack against each player with 6 or more characters. Bummer. Alrighty, that's fun. When the stage is defeated, deal 5 damage to him. This damage is not limited by his text and does not count towards her X value. Cool. Alrighty, so committing the characters to the quest, gonna make an immediate attack. So it's gonna be 7. We are going to defend for 7. 3, 5, 7. Attacking enemy gets +2 defense until the end of the phase. That's fine. We take no damage, which is perfect. Okay. So we're questing for 6, showing 4. We're going to flip into a Dagnir's Slave. Cannot take damage from non-quest effects. Okay. So we're showing 6. We quested for 6. Nothing happened. He's going to engage us and attack. I think we're just going to take it to the phase. Battlemaster is at a 4 attack, so he can do... yikes. Yeah, we'll just take it. It's going to be 3. Gets +1 if it destroys the character. Discard a random card, so 4 total damage. I think we're going to throw that on Dane. No, we're going to throw it on Gandalf. And hopefully draw a healer here soon. Battlemaster will attack back and deal 2 back to him. Okay, let's stand up. I need some unexpected. I need a way to ready now. Nope, Gandalf does not get to ready. We'll increase our threat to 31. We'll draw a Test of Will. Top card of our deck is now an Arwen. Beautiful. Pass out money. Let's go ahead and Gandalf's staff could discard the shadow card here. Did you want to bypass this quest to avoid the... oh, I can bypass. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you. Thank you. I keep forgetting that you can do that. Yeah, let's absolutely bypass that. That solves all of our problems. Thank you. This is a cool quest. I like how this is kind of shaking everything up. Okay, so in that case, let's go ahead and just spend 3 from Dane to play Hiragram. And then let's go 1 and 1. Go play Arwen from the top of our deck. That means the top of our deck is going to be a Snowmane. There we are. That's what we needed right there. Heck yeah. Alrighty. Honestly, we are going to use Gandalf's staff to draw this, and then we're going to spend 1 to play Snowmane onto Eowyn. Top card is now a Dwarven Tomb, which is going to be great for that Galadriel's Greeting. You love to see it. Beautiful. Heck yeah, my friends. Alrighty. Let's go. Also, I feel like this was a very quick, we started with Wormbane, but very quick way to max out our restricted items. It's a good quest. It's also cool to revisit the bypassing mechanic from Flight of Moria. Okay, I don't even remember that quest. That's been so long ago. Nice. Okay, start of the quest phase. We've got 2F, Foreboding Darkness. Each player cannot play more than one card each phase. When this stage is defeated, the first player looks at the top 2 cards of the quest deck and chooses one to place on the bottom of the quest and then flip over the top card of the quest. Okay. So we are showing 4 here. Let's quest with Eowyn. 4. Let's quest with Arwen. We'll give a +1 defense to Dane. So that's 6. 8. We're going to quest for 8 and be pretty okay with that. Yeah. We're going to flip into Dragon's Breath. Attached to a dragon enemy counts as a condition attachment. Limit 1 per enemy. Forced when attached enemy attacks, you deal 1 damage to each character you control, then discard this card. I believe that is worth using 1 to play a Test of Will. So canceling that, it still surges into another surge. When the attached enemy would take any amount of damage, cancel all that damage. This then discard Dragon Scales. Surges into when revealed, add the threat of the active location to the threat of the staging until the end of the phase. If there's no active location, we're good. Okay. So that total of 5, we quested for, what was it, 8? So 5, we'll place 1 and 2 here. This does clear. After the first fortress is explored, flip Wormsbane to its reforged side and attach it to any hero. We're going to keep it on Gandalf. And then Wormsbane now gives it +1 X, where X is 1 more than the number of quest cards in the victory display. So Gandalf now has a 7 attack. So that's pretty decent. A lot of quests in the last couple of cycles are new improved takes on old quests. Nice. That's good. My camera's crooked. If I make the cards straight on the screen, they're crooked to me. It's kind of funny. Oh well. Okay. We are going to defend this attack of 3. No shadow effect. We take no damage. And then the Battle Master will swing back and take it out. Oh, and Eowyn's ready. So Eowyn could also swing back and take it out. End of the round, we're going to increase our threat. We're going to draw Dwarven Tomb. Top card of our deck is now the Stargazer. Love it. Love it. Let's get that Stargazer out of there. Pass out some money. Okay. Let's go ahead and spend 2 from Gandalf to play the Stargazer from the top of our deck. Top card of the deck is now Snowmane. We're going to exhaust the Stargazer. We get to look at the top 5 cards of our deck and put them back in any order. There's our pipe. And another Battle Master. Na'vi's Belt. Okay, so these are good. These are decent. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is draw into a Wizard's Pipe. Throw Na'vi's on the top of the deck. So if we do this, if we use... Nope, Gandalf's staff is exhausted. Why is Gandalf's staff exhausted? Did I do anything with Gandalf's staff? I don't think I did. Okay, Gandalf's staff is not exhausted. We can draw the Wizard's Pipe. We can swap a card. I don't know if I care to swap a card. So if we have the Battle Master, we can draw the Battle Master at the end of the round. Drop it next turn with Eowyn's resources. We have the Wizard's Pipe. We have Na'vi's Belt. I do want to get Na'vi's Belt. Na'vi's Belt has to be played from the top of the deck because we don't have leadership icons. We cannot play another card this phase, which is fine. I think there's actually a world in which we throw Hasty Stroke on the top of our deck, and then we can show Narvies, play that from the top of our deck next round. But we maintain the ability to play a Hasty Stroke in the combat phase just in case we do get attacked, and then that's in our hand. Narvi's Belt we can drop at the top of the round. Wizard's Pipe I think was really good, but I don't know if we need it right now. I think this would have been really good at the beginning of the game and will still continue to be good, but it's not an immediate need that we have. So we go Battle Master there. I think that's probably the right call. Okay. So that is, we played Stargazer. That's what we can play now. It's during the quest phase. We're going to go ahead and spend 1 to play a Dwarven. No, we're not going to play Dwarven Tomb this phase. But maybe during the combat phase or the refresh phase, we will play Dwarven Tomb to grab Galadriel's Greeting, because I do think that we need to maintain or just keep a manage on our threat. Okay, we are showing 4. If we push 1 more, that's about as much as we can push before the dragon starts attacking us each round. But I don't see any reason to not push right now. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and quest for 4, 6, 8. Dane gets +1 defense. We have 8. I'm good with 8. If we end up not succeeding in a quest for 8, that's fine. So let's just go 8. We'll flip into a Forked Passage. This is deep. When you travel to Forked Passage, before resolving the deep keyword, raise each player's threat by 2 to look at the top 2 cards of the Caves deck. Put 1 on top of the Caves deck and put the other on the bottom. Then add this to the victory display. Okay. So we quested for 8. We are showing 4, 6. We place 2. So this will clear. When this stage is defeated, the first player looks at the top 2 cards of the quest deck and chooses 1 to place on the bottom of the deck. This goes to 4. So we've got Imminent Pursuit. After characters are committed to the quest, each player must deal 2 damage to a questing character he controls. Hate that. And then he gets -5 engagement cost for each character the first player controls. After a player resolves an attack against him, if he has no hit points remaining, that player may discard a reforged Wolfbane he controls to add him to the victory display. Then players win the game. Interesting. Okay. So I think we're going to throw that one on the bottom. Deal 2 damage to a character, a questing character he controls. I hate that. We could go with the Great Worm. The Great Worm would have him engage us next round. Because it'd be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So he'd be engaging on 10. He would be able to take 5 damage around. He has 20 health. Yeah, so if we could sustain, we could probably hit the Great Worm, actually. Like I don't know if this is out of the question. I think we're probably ready to think about taking the Great Worm. Let's do it. So this is face down. Yeah. Okay. Let's travel here. We can raise our threat by 2. Let's do it. Look at the top 2 cards. We got Crumbling Cavern. After it becomes the active location, each player assigns X damage, where X is the number of characters he controls. Hate that. The player commits characters to the quest, discard cards from the encounter deck until a treachery is discarded to resolve the win revealed on that treachery. I hate both of them, actually. What happens to the other one? Other one on the bottom. I think we are going to not assign like 8 damage to characters. Throw that down there. So after we commit characters to the quest, we'll have to do a treachery. You'll be forced to bypass the Great Worm since you only have 4 quest cards in the victory display. Oh. Okay. Okay. In that case, I'm going to put the Great Worm here, and I'm going to... I didn't think about that. I'm going to put Imminent Pursuit. We're going to deal 2 damage to a questing character that we control, and then we're going to bypass this one if we don't clear it. But then we don't have to deal with it. Okay. We need to put another... we need to put another quest card in the victory display and attack before we go to the one that deals 5 damage to him, because I don't want to knock 5 damage off of that. Okay. End of the phase, or end of the round, we have Gandalf's staff, which we will go ahead and give a resource to Gandalf, and we'll stand up. Okay. We'll draw a hasty stroke. We'll pass out money. During, I guess it doesn't really matter anymore because the 1 card is gone. Okay. Sweet. Let's go ahead and spend 2 to play Narvi's Belt onto Dane. So that can give, we can exhaust Narvi's Belt to give Dane any resource icon, which is pretty cool. I think we can go ahead and use the staff to draw a card. Then we're going to use 3 resources from Eowyn, to play another Battle Master. So now each one of these are at 5 attack because we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 total attack there. Top card is now a Wizard's Pipe. We're going to spend 1 to play Dwarven Tomb to go grab a Galadriel's Greeting. And then we'll spend 3 to play the Galadriel's Greeting to reduce our threat down to 28. Okay. We have a Test of Will. We have a Hasty Stroke. We're going to be dealing 2 damage to Eowyn, but we need to find... we need to find our healer. So Snowmane, Will of the West, Hasty Stroke, and another Toymaker. We can draw into Will of the West. No, we can draw into Wizard's Pipe. We can bury Will of the West, honestly. I don't need Will of the West right now. We can play the Toymaker, which then can play the Wizard's Pipe for free. Hasty Stroke then goes onto the top. We'll put Will of the West above Snowmane. But I do want to find our Warden of Healing because that's going to be really scary if we don't. Cool. Honestly, here we could minor some of these things. Like, I don't know if we need the Toymaker or Snowmane. So let's do this. Let's go there. We'll exhaust the minor. We'll name 1. We'll discard these 2 cards. And then that just gets us through. Yeah, good call, Jared. Yeah, we can also use Dane to discard a ton of cards to get to our healer. We're gonna give a resource out to, let's give it to Eowyn, I guess. This has a dark, so we don't actually have any of that ability. Shoot. So what did we play from the top of our deck? Play Narvi's Belt from the top of our deck. So, oh geez, that's so frustrating. I don't quite know how to fix that. So we know Narvi's was on the top, then it was here, then it was something like this. We can use Stargazer to set those cards. So what I'm going to do is do the same thing, but then set Wizard's Pipe, then Narvi's. So we're going to do that. We're going to give the resource to Aowen. These cards are not technically face up because we don't have this ability. He has 0. So I think it's all fine. We just didn't get to play Narvi's Belt, which does not change anything. And we can use Narvi's Belt next round. Or we can use Gandalf's ability next round, assuming that we clear this, which we should. Okay. Sorry about that. Stupid dark. But Gandalf's staff still worked, so we were able to draw the card and everything. I don't know if any like game information because we were using Stargazer, so we kind of had the same information. So we're good. We should be good there. Alrighty. So we are going to see Imminent Pursuit. After characters are committed to the quest, each player must deal 2 damage to the questing character he controls. Oh, it's to a character. I thought it was hero. That makes it a little bit better. So I can just toss out the Toymaker if we wanted to. So let's do that. Okay. So let's go 4, 6, 8. Questing for 8, we're showing 5. Okay. Questing for 8, showing 5. We're going to deal 2 damage to... Actually, I kind of hate it. And we have to discard cards until we... Oh my gosh, this is bad. Deal 2 damage to the Toymaker. So we're questing for 5, showing 5. We're going to discard cards until we get a Treachery card. Each player must choose to raise their threat by 1 for each questing character or discard a questing character they control. We will raise our threat by 1, 2, 3. Okay. Questing for 5, showing 5, flipping into a 2. Deep, when faced with the option to travel, we have to travel here. So we raise our threat by 2. Gross. That was not great. Okay. We need more questing power. At the end of the combat phase, we're going to bypass Imminent Pursuit. And we will stand up. We'll increase our threat to 34. We got a Wizard's Pipe. We need questing. Let's use we have Narvi's and Hasty Stroke. Do we need Narvi's Belt? Or can we just use our pipe? I don't think we need Narvi's Belt. So let's go ahead. Let's use Stargazer. I'll look at the top 5. We got another Steward, Narvi's Belt, Hasty Stroke, Will of the West, and another Stargazer. Okay. I never pass out money. So we're going to throw these 2 on the top. We're going to minor these away and get some more money. We have Hasty Stroke on the top of our deck, which we can draw into Will of the West. Yep. Okay, so that works for me. So we'll exhaust the minor. We'll name 2. 1, 2. And then we will throw 2 resources onto, I guess, Gandalf? Gandalf? Um, question mark? We could throw it on Eowyn, but I don't know what else we have with Eowyn to play. We cut out Yazin, so we don't really need the Eowyn resources. So let's throw it on. Let's throw it on Dane. Um, let's spend one resource from Gandalf to play the Wizard's Pipe onto Gandalf. We can use the Wizard's Pipe to swap. Yeah, let's go Wizard's Pipe. We'll swap Hasty Stroke with Gondor's Shield. And then we can use Dane to ditch the shield. And we have 2 Hasty Strokes in our hand. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to use Gandalf to draw Test of Will. Then we're going to swap Test of Will with Gondor's Shield. So just kind of get through that deck, mine the deck a little bit more. I am a little nervous about our questing power, though. We're showing 7. We have to deal with this. Yikes. Yeah, it's not good. Some would say it is bad. We do have a Test of Will. Let's see what this is. 2A goes into Frenzied Warriors. After characters are committed to the quest, discard the top 5 cards at a random enemy to the staging area. Reduce each player's start by 5 when that's cleared. Okay. I can take enemies fairly easily. It's this that I'm concerned about. Enemies are actually no worry at all. I actually want enemies. So, let's quest for 4, 6. We're showing 7, but there's nothing we can really do. We'll discard cards until we get a Treachery card. Add the threat, which is 5, to the staging area until the end of the phase. If there's no active location, we'll get an active location. This is probably going to be lethal here, but here we are. So that's going to be 5 there. I'm not going to cancel that. We'll discard the top 2, 4, 5. We've got... Okay, so we'll add this to the staging area. So we're now showing 5, 10, 14 plus 3. So 17. We only quested for 7, so we're raising our threat by 10. I think that's going to be game. I think we kind of played ourselves there. So this was a tough flip. We need to have things that get rid of attachments, our conditions. So that's where we're going to modify our deck. Maybe 1 scoop. I like the deck a lot, though. I really like this deck. I think we had a pretty decent start. We just kind of got overrun quickly. My thought is that we potentially go with another Warden of Healing. Where were our wardens? Our miners were all the way down at the bottom. So the Warden of Healings were together. I think we go with another Warden of Healing. We go with a Era Lutheran Miner. Or not a miner. Hammersmith. No, not Hammersmith. What is the one that discards condition attachments? Or we could go with the one that is like doomed to discard attachments. Conditions. Regardless, I'm going to go be right back, and we'll figure out exactly how to take it. Miner the Iron Hills. Thank you. Alrighty, see you soon. Alrighty, let's figure this out. Quick question for the rule experts. These cards are say after characters are committed to the quest. Does that mean this quest specifically, or is this a pretty decent one to run side quest in? And if we commit to the side quest, do we not trigger this activation? I think the way that it's written makes me think that we would still do the activation because it says the quest and not this quest. But I wanted to check because I think side quest could also be a cool fix for these guys. Okay. Still do the forced effect, which is not the end of the world. I think there are a couple of these that don't have horrible things. Do 2 damage, 5 engagement cost, those are bad. Makes them immediate attack, those are bad. The getting minions or getting enemies is not horrible. Playing more than one card each phase is not horrible. When revealed effects cannot be cancelled is not good. Raise each player's start by 1. So I think side quest can be in the conversation. I don't know if they should be, but they can be. That's not. It's the caves. The first forge is out of play. Cool. Alrighty. So I'm thinking that the other option that we could go with is a stand and fight, which is like the make the call um of this game, so that we can pull in the miners or pull in anything that we discard. I feel like that could be kind of good. I do want to buy another Warden of Healing because I think those are just going to be invaluable to have onto the table quickly. Warden of Healing. We've got Miner of the Iron Hills. Master of the Forge is not awful. Since the cards in the cave tend to have high threat, Gone Bury Gone can help with questing power. Interesting. Who is that? Gone Bury Gone. Oh, okay. X is the total threat of the active location. Discard this to travel to a location without resolving its travel effect. Interesting. Yeah, let's grab one of those. That's yeah, that's really cool. That's fun. That's a fun little combo. Um, grab that. Let's grab stand and fight. I'm not convinced all of these are going into the deck. I'm just pulling out things that are interesting. 2 stand and fights. Power of Orthanc, I believe. Is the condition discard? Yep. Okay. Bilbo Baggins is also good for questing and fetches a pipe. Oh, which could be Wizard's Pipe. Cool. Bilbo. Yeah. Are there any other pipes that we would want to run with outside the Wizard's Pipe? Probably not. Can the Hobbit pipes be attached to allies? Attached to a Hobbit. Okay, let's grab a Hobbit pipe. I think at this point we probably Miner of the Iron Hills does have 2 hit points. Okay, so this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 cards. Can we cut 10 cards out of the deck? Probably. We can probably cut well equipped. I do like well equipped. But as we're just like looking at all of our options, I don't know if we needed Narvi's belt either. I like the toy maker more than I like Narvi's belt for well equipped. Okay, I don't want to get rid of any of these cards. Okay, well this is actually gonna be pretty hard. Um, I'm thinking that we probably do not need both Power of Orthanc and the Miner of the Iron Hills. I think Miner of the Iron Hills plus stand and fights can be pretty decent to get rid of. Um, Power of Orthanc can be pulled with a Dwarven Tomb. Yeah, we have a lot of resource acceleration. Um, so we can pull Stand and Fight with a Dwarven Tomb. We can also pull Power of Orthanc with a Dwarven Tomb. So I think what we're going to do is not add Power of Orthanc. We will add these four, and that can be our, or these two mainly, and then this can be our condition fixing. And then if we need to pull it from the discard pile, we can, and then we have Dwarven Tombs to pull those from the discard pile. So I think those we want to go in. Um, I do really like here. I really like. I don't know if I need Bilbo and Hobbit Pipe. I like them in there, but I think from like just the deck makeup, I prefer to have these things. So there's 3 for here. So we need 3 more cards for Miner and Warden. Um, we have with the Stargazers, with like the all the acceleration stuff, we may not need 2x of like Sword of Gondor was really good to have a second copy of though. But like, do we need 2 copies of Snowmane? I think I like having 2 copies of Snowmane just for like the consistency behind it. Do we do we need 3 copies of Warden, or do we just get unlucky with where the Wardens fell? Um, we need 2 copies of Will of the West. Or with the Dwarven Tombs, are we good with Will of the West? Let's cut out a copy of Will of the West. Let's cut out a copy of Hasty Stroke. I think we only need 2 of those because we have the Gandalf Staff. Gandalf Staff was really. I like Gandalf Staff a lot. Do we have 2 of those? We may be able to cut down to 1. I think 2 Wardens is fine. Maybe just use Dane's ability more liberally the first deck pass. I like that. If we cut that out, that gives us 50. For using Dane's ability fairly liberally, I think I would like potentially 2 Will of the West or another Dwarven Tomb. Probably another Dwarven Tomb. I think I would prefer a 3rd copy of Dwarven Tomb. That's just so much flexibility over a 2nd copy of Will of the West. And then we can just kind of discard to find exactly what we need. So let's grab another Dwarven Tomb and find 1 card to cut out. I like Stand and Fight. we need to? Yeah, I think I do want 2 copies of Steward. Mainly Steward gives us the um Gondor trait. We need 2 Snowmanes. Yes. I think we only need 1 copy of Hierogram though. So if we have 2 copies of this, I think that would be the cut that I would look to make. We do have 2. Let's cut out the Hierogram. We'll keep the Snowmanes. I think Snowmanes are going to be a little bit more important. And then we can just make sure that we get that. Then Will of the West can fix anything that we may struggle with. Okay, so we start with 31 threat. I feel pretty decent about this. 0 there. Okay. Nice. It's a cool quest. It's a very cool quest. This is a fun hero lineup too. I think we're still looking for, I think a staff or a pipe feels pretty decent with Gandalf, or in our opening hand. And, miners are pretty decent. Just anything with like resource acceleration feels pretty good. Okay, we got 6 cards. Shuffle this too. We are discarding until we get 0 locations. Check. Okay. Test of Will, Miner, Hidden Cache, Beaufort, and a Battle Master. Top card of our deck is a Miner of the Iron Hills. We're gonna mulligan that. Yeah, that is not the vibe. 3 of the 6 cards that we want to be discarding from our deck in our opening hand. If we had a pipe, probably yes, but we do not have a pipe. So let's mulligan that thing. Gandalf's so cool. Gandalf is just sick. I like Gandalf a lot. There is, yeah, never mind. I was like, there's the Astari search for a card deck or card thing, which is good. We got a Hasty Strokes, Tour to Gondor, Battlemaster, Hierogram, Arwen, Galadriel. We're drawing into a Dwarven Tomb. The top card is an Ancestral Knowledge or an Ancestral Armor. I don't love it. We need, oh no, we don't have any acceleration. We need a pipe to put Steward of Gondor back on top. We'll pass out money. Okay. We cannot play Ancestral Armor. We can't play really anything. So I think we're just gonna hang out, and that's a much worse start than last time. Into the planning phase. First player looks at the top 2 cards of the quest deck and chooses one. Let me just shuffle these. Okay. So we've got Foreboding Darkness. Each player cannot play more than 1 card each phase. The When Revealed effects cannot be canceled. I'm going to take the When Revealed. Mainly because, or we cannot play more than 1 card each phase. Mainly because I don't think I have the resources to really do that. Yay. Okay. Let's quest for 7. We are showing 1. Actually, let's quest for 4. We're showing 1. I don't know if I want to move on from that right now. So we're showing 1. We're questing for 4. We've got a Stone Troll. Cannot have player card attachments. When it attacks and destroys a character, discard 1 card from your hand for each excess point of damage dealt. And it's a 3, 6, 3, 9. We're going to show 4. We quested for 4. No progress is placed. I'm not engaging this quite yet. Let's stand up. We'll draw Ancestral Armor. Top card of our deck is now a Miner. Okay. Well, that seems good. Because we can use Dane's ability to discard the Miner and get it into play. We need to pass out money. With Gandalf and Eowyn, you could just kill the troll. Oh, with Eowyn's ability. I probably could just use Eowyn's ability, yeah. I didn't even think about that. Like I was like I think I was trying to save Eowyn's ability for the dragon, but I think right now with everything that's pressing, it's probably worth not doing that. Yeah. Let's spend 2 to play Arwen. I think we're going to engage and uh use Eowyn's ability. I like that. I like that, Jared. Okay, let's use Eowyn and Arwen to quest. We're questing for 6. We're giving Dane +1. We are showing 4. We're going to go into the Mines of Gunabad. Deep Dagger gets -10 engagement cost, and that's going to be 3. So we're showing 3, 6, 7, and we quested for 6. So we raise our threat by 1. Do we want to travel there? Probably. Yes. So let's travel here. It's discarded. We're going to go with players commit characters to the quest. We're getting a treachery. We have to resolve that. Shoot. Okay. Yikes. Okay. Let's go ahead and engage here. Stone Troll is going to attack for 6. We're going to defend with 4. It's going to be 6, no shadow effect. We will discard 2 cards. We got the Arid Luthien Miner, which comes into play. And Ancestral Armor gets discarded. That's fine, actually. We got to test of will. Question for the group. When I'm using Dane's ability, I think I can actually discard, flip the top card face up, choose to discard that, flip the top card face up, choose to discard that based on Gandalf's ability. Because it's an action, it's an individual action. And so I think the action happens, passive effects are always on. So it's not discard 3 cards to get +3, it's discard 1, discard 1, discard 1. So I think that also makes it a little bit better. I'm still good with discarding the Ancestral Armor considering we have one in our hand. But that's cool. We're going to trigger this ability to get +9, and we'll swing back in here to take out the troll. You look at the cards before deciding to discard. That is awesome. I love that. That's so freaking cool. Alrighty, cool. Let's stand up. I'm going to draw into a Test of Will. Top card of the deck is a Battle Master. Let's pass out some money. Do we want to throw a Battle Master out onto the table? We could. We could. I don't know what else we're waiting for, so let's just go ahead and spend 3 to play a Battle Master. I think we need to save money over here to play a Test of Will because that's gonna be stupid. Nice. Let's go 4, 5, 7, 10, +1 defense over here to Dane. So we're requesting for 10. We're showing 1. We have to discard until we get a treachery. When revealed, attach this card to a hero and remove it from the quest. We will Test of Will that. I don't have the condition fixed, and I don't want to not get that right now. Oh, yeah, thank you. Yikes. Okay, so we're at 36. That's not off to a great start here, my friends. Okay, so we're requesting for 10. We are showing 1. We flip into, add the threat to the active location. All right, so that's 6. We quest for 10. We place 4. Dang it. 1 away. All right, so 4 here. Dang it. That's not good. Alrighty, we're going to go up to 37. We're drawing into the Battle Master. We got a Miner. Alrighty. That's out money. Go ahead and spend 2 from Gandalf to play the Miner. Top card of the deck is another Miner. Cool. Let's go ahead and exhaust. We'll name 2. We'll discard Miner and a Shield. Top card of the deck is now a Battle Master. And we'll give a resource to probably Dane. We have a Galadriel's Greeting. We're at 37. Yikes. We have a Galadriel's Greeting, which is fine. I don't know if I need another Battle Master. So we may just toss the Battle Master. Okay, we're showing 1. Let's quest for 4, 6, 7. We'll discard cards until we get a Treachery. When revealed, each player assigns X damage, where X is 1 more than the number of quest cards in the victory display, so 1 damage among allies. Throw that onto the Miner. Then our card is Doomed 1. Each player must choose to either raise our threat by 1 for each questing or discard a questing character we control. We'll go up 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we quested for 9. So that blows through all of this. That goes there. When this is defeated, we look at the top 2 cards and place 1. Okay. We got Frenzied Warriors and the First Forge. So we're going to go First Forge to be our next quest card. We're at 41 threat. Yikes. Okay. We will increase our threat to 42. We'll draw the Battle Master. Our top card is now a Stargazer. Ooh, that feels good. It feels real good. Let's pass out money. Let's spend 2 to play Stargazer from the top of our deck. Top card is now a Hidden Cache. Ooh, let's look at Stargazer. We got Hidden Cache, Dwarven Tomb, Miner the Iron Hills, and a Stand and Fight. Are X cost cards considered 0 for like the Miner? Don't think it really matters. I'm going to go here. Don't think I want to discard Stand and Fight anyways, so we'll go Miner. We'll name 0. We'll discard these 2 cards. So we're going to add 3 resources, 2 to 1 hero. Let's go 2 to Eowyn. Ah, heck. Let's go 1 more to Eowyn. Let's get our Battle Masters onto the table. Let's go 3 to play another Battle Master. And next turn we can play Battle Master again. Okay. Okay. Feels decent. X would be 0. Good to know. That's pretty awesome. I'm actually gonna go ahead and do that, Ben. I'm gonna discard that. I'm gonna give 1 more resource to Eowyn, and then we're going to use that last resource to throw a 3rd Battle Master out there. We lose the Stand and Fight. I'm okay with that. Yeah. Okay. So I think we have attack down, because each one of those are now 5 attack. So that feels decent. I like that. We need a staff. I'm sorry, a pipe. Or to see a Steward of Gondor, because I want to get Gondor out there. We're not out out of the woods just yet. We're gonna flip this face up After characters are committed by the quest, we have to raise our threat by 1. Let's blitz through that, though. Let's go 4, 6, 9. We're showing 2. +1 defense over here to Dane. Flip into a 3. He has -10 engagement cost. Okay, that's fine. So that's going to be total of 5. We place 5 here, which this progresses. And the stage is defeated. We're going to shuffle the first forge into the deck. Okay. We're going to travel here and get the Horde. When it's explored, he return him to the staging area and makes immediate attack against each player in turn order. After it's explored, we can search our deck for an item attached and add it to our hand. Nice. Okay. He is not attacking us now, so we will stand up. Draw a Dwarven Tomb. Go to 43. We have Dwarven Tomb at the top of our deck. Pass out money. Okay. I'm going to minor these two. I'm not, though. Let's use Stargazer first. So we got Dwarven Tomb, minor the Iron Hills, Bofur, the Shield, and Staff. Beautiful. Nice. Okay, so we have the Staff, which can help us draw some cards. Okay. We already lose a shield. We already lost a shield, so I want to keep the shield. The staff can go on the top. We can play the staff from the top of our deck. We can draw into the shield. Play the shield. And we can minor away our Dwarven Tomb and our Iron Hills. Let's minor away Bofur, actually. I think I would prefer to keep Iron Hills around. No, we can mine away the minor of the Iron Hills. We have a Dwarven Tomb. We have 2 Dwarven Tombs, actually. So we could use that to grab a stand and fight if, like, at worst case scenario. Okay. So let's spend 2 from Gandalf to play Gandalf's staff here. We'll go ahead and exhaust Gandalf's staff to draw. We'll spend 1 to play the shield on Dane. Then we will minor to discard these 2, and we'll place 1 resource into I think Dane here. Yeah. What we can do, actually, which is kind of fun, is we can play Bofur from the top of our deck during the quest phase using his quest action. Actually, I don't think we can. Nope, we cannot. Never mind. Ignore me. Okay. So we're showing 2. I would like to go through the Dragon's Horde. Oh, that would be actually great. Yeah, let's see what we got here. This is going to be the Wrath. After characters are committed to the quest, he makes an immediate attack against each player with 6 or more characters. When the stage is defeated, deal 5 damage to the dragon. Okay. So we're gonna get a little little risky here. All right. Let's count up our quest. We got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1. So that's 10. 4, 6, 9, 10. 10 showing 2. He's going to make an immediate attack. We're giving the +1 defense over here to Dane. So we will go ahead and exhaust Dane. So we're defending for 5 against the 7. Shadow effect is he gets +1. So it's 8. So we'll discard Bofer. I don't think we're going to discard Unexpected Courage. We're going to do it. We're going to discard Unexpected Courage. And we got the Toy Maker. Toy Maker does not allow us to play Steward of Gondor for free. Because we don't have the leadership resource. So he's attacking for 8. We'll discard the Toy Maker. We got Warden of Healing. There it is. Sick. But we're gonna draw Warden of Healing. No! No. That's really sad. We can actually Stargazer during the refresh phase after she readies, so we don't draw the Warden of Healing. That's what we will do. We take no damage, so that's pretty cool. We're questing for 10. We're showing 2. We're gonna flip into a Guardian of Gunabad, which is 3. So that's 5 total. We'll place 5 progress here. We'll go ahead and spend 3 resources to play Galadriel's Greeting. Reduce our threat by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which means that he's not going to engage. This is, oh, actually, I've been miscounting. We're at 2 there. Let's remove 1. It's fine. I don't know. But the first quest counts as 1. I forgot about that. Okay, so we're not engaging there. During the refresh phase, we will increase our threat. Before we move on to planning, we will exhaust Stargazer to look at the top 5 cards of our deck. We got Warden of Healing, Hidden Cache. Ooh, that's a +7. Wizard's Pipe. Let's freaking go, my friends. And another Stargazer. Okay. We don't want to draw Warden of Healing. All right. We don't want to draw here either, but I think we actually want to play her. Let's draw Wizard's Pipe. We can Stargazer, we can Zygo Minor these 2, and we can play there. Sick. Okay. And then we actually can draw, oh no, we can drop our Steward of Gondor then. That's good. That's really good. I think I'd rather get the questing power right now because it's 7. That seems good. Oh, so we're bypassing this. Don't forget that. I think my threat should be 1 higher, actually, because I forgot the quest there. So just to try and fix everything. Okay. Let's draw a Wizard's Pipe. Let's pass out some money. Let's go ahead and Minor. We'll name 0. So Hidden Cache does hit. Let's go all of the resources into Gandalf's pool. Spend 1 from Eowyn to play the Wizard's Pipe here. We will go ahead and use 2 resources to play GG, where X is the threat of the active location, which is 7. Seems pretty decent. Okay. I think I see a Dwarven Tomb into Galadriel's Greeting a couple of times. We have 2 Dwarven Tombs. I think I want to keep one of these, at least one of these, for a Will of the West if we accidentally discard that. But we got Warden of Healing on top. Let's go ahead and use the pipe to swap Warden of Healing with a Hasty Stroke. So we can play Hasty Stroke if we need to. But I don't want to. I would be more okay discarding a Hasty Stroke than I would be a Warden of Healing at this point. Now we don't have any damage really, but it scares me. Next turn, I think we're going to drop a Steward of Gondor on Dane to get us a +1 here, and then we can go Ancestral Armor after that. Okay. This is he gets -5 engagement costs for each character the first player controls. Okay. That's fun. So we are showing 3-6. We'll quest for 7, 11, 1, 2. That's 13. We'll give +1 defense to Dane. I don't think I use Gandalf's staff. I don't need to use Gandalf's staff right now, actually. We're going to be taking an attack from both of these guys. I think I'm going to chump with the miner on one of them. Should probably just be here, right? And then defend Dane over there. Requesting for 13. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're showing 6. I'm going to flip into Surge attached to a dragon enemy. When the enemy attacks you, deal 1 damage to each enemy character you control. I think that's a scoop, actually. Right, because that kills the Stargazer and the mine. It's not a scoop. It's not. We're fine. But we'll lose our defender, which is the worst part of that. Shoot. Okay. Dang. Surges into a desecrated ruins deep. While there are 3 or more quest cards in the victory display, it gets +2 threat. Okay, so we quested for 13. We're showing 8. We quested for 16. We're showing 8. So this clears, and we don't get to place anything there. Okay, so after this is explored, we search our deck for an item attachment. Go pipe. We have our staff. Mount is not an item. Are those the only items that we have? Dang it. Yeah, okay. So we'll take a staff. We can chump the miner against the goblin. Good call. Good call. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and travel here. And get the first forge. Nice. Exhaust the hero. There it is. He cannot ready while this is active. Sweet. Both of these guys are going to engage. I'm going to chump miner here. This attack is undefended. It is not. And then we're going to attack here. So that's going to lose us our miner. It's going to lose us our Stargazer. It's going to deal a damage to 1, 2. Brutal. Glad we have that healer, though. Then we're going to defend with Dane for 5 to its 7. Top card of our deck is a Warden of Healing. +0. I think I am just going to take... I'll discard 5 to 7. I'll discard Warden. Top card is Hidden Cache. I'll discard that. We'll take no damage, and I will throw 2 resources onto Dane. And then we're going to piece the heck out of there. Dragon Breath and Dragon Scales are conditioned attachments, so the miner, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. After characters are committed to the quest, each player deals 2 damage to a questing character he controls. Alrighty. Wait, actually, that's not. We don't know that. When revealed, return him to the staging. Cool. Battle Masters are gonna. Oh, Battle Masters. Yeah, Battle Masters are gonna. We don't have any. Actually, these are actually only 4 attack now, but still can take him out. Okay. The staff will have us. I'm going to draw here. We got a hasty stroke. All right. We're going to increase our threat. I'm going to stand everybody but Gandalf up. I draw into hasty stroke. Top card is now a Miner of the Iron Hills. And pass out some money. Okay. Okay. Let's use our pipe to swap Miner with Steward of Gondor. We're going to spend 3 to play a Toy Maker. Toy Maker, we will then play a Steward of Gondor to give Dane Steward of Gondor plus the Gondor trait, which is important here. Top card of the deck is now a Galadriel's Greeting. That will be nice. Oh, I guess we could draw that Greeting. Let's spend 1 to play Dwarven Tomb to grab a Test of Will. I want that security in my life now. Okay. We have a Hasty Stroke. We have a Dwarven Tomb. We have a Test of Will. Ancestral Armor will be really nice. I think I'd rather drop a Healer next turn than Ancestral Armor next turn. Okay. Quest phase starts. Let's go ahead and flip this. We're going to have to deal 2 damage to a questing character that we control, which is not good. We may quest with Dane just so we don't lose a character. We could lose the Toy Maker. Toy Maker's not that bad, or not that great. Let's go ahead and spend. Let's go ahead and spend 3 here to play Galadriel's Greeting from the top of our deck to reduce our threat by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we have a Test of Will. We also have 1 in our hand. Actually, I think I am kind of okay with the Toy Maker leaving play. I don't know if I care about having him around. I think I would rather have him in the discard pile. We have a decent amount of... Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hilarious. Okay. We'll go 4, 6. We're showing 3. Questing for 9. Showing 3. We're going to flip into a Mines Deep. He gets -10 engagement cost. Alrighty. So that's going to be 6. We quest for 9. So 1 goes here. 2 go here. This clears. After the first forge is explored, flip Wormsbane to its reforged side and attach it to any hero. Boom. So now he gets 3 attack, or +3 attack. Okay. Oh yeah, we're dealing 2 damage here. I don't think I'm going to I'm going to travel. Why not? Let's travel. Let's see what we got. Ancient Treasury. After Ancient Treasury becomes the active location, we can choose to either reduce our threat by 3, draw 2 cards, or add a resource to a hero's resource pool. Limit once per game for the group. I'm going to draw 2 cards. Test of Will. Unexpected Courage. Top of the card is a Gandalf Staff. Cool. Okay. Gandalf Staff will draw Gandalf Staff. Top card is now Snowmane. Alrighty. Okay. We're getting the pieces that we need. The end of the round, threat goes up. Did you set the forge aside at the beginning of the game? Yes, I did. But I got it with the upper levels, I think. Yeah. Just put it into the deck. Okay. We increase our threat. We're going to stand up. Gandalf gets to stand up and hang out with us now. We'll draw into Snowmane. Top card of our deck is a Steward of Gondor. We don't need it. We'll pass out money. Okay. We will spend 1 to play Snowmane on Eowyn. We will spend 2 to play an Unexpected Courage on Gandalf. We will go ahead and use the pipe to swap Steward of Gondor with the Warden of Healing. Yeah. Oh, I wanted to bypass this. Okay. I will spend 2 here to play Warden of Healing. We will exhaust to heal here and here. Okay. Sword of Gondor, Gandalf Staff, those are dead to me. We don't need them. Top card of the deck is a Will of the West. There it is, finally. Let's go ahead and just draw that so we don't have to worry about losing it. And then we got a Galadriel's Greeting. Okay, nice. So there's some weird situations that we can do now that we have Will of the West in our hand. We can like combo off these Galadriel Greetings and reduce our threat way low. Hopefully we can find something that's not too detrimental and we can just build a little bit. While we're here, we have Ancestral Armor, Minor, Hergrom. Okay, so we're feeling decent. This is going to show us the win revealed effects of the first treachery cannot be canceled. Okay. Not horrible, not great, but that's fine. Okay. Let's go ahead and spend 3 to play Galadriel's Greeting to reduce our threat by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Top card of the deck is now you stand and fight. We could pull the Stargazer back out. Or Minor. Figure it out. Okay. So we're showing 3. Let's quest for 3, 6, 10, 12 plus 1 to Dane. I'm going to flip into a Forked Passage. When you travel to Forked Passage, we have to raise our threat by 2 to look at the top 2 cards of the cave deck. We can add 1 to the top and 1 to the bottom. So that shows us 5. We quested for more than 12. So this will clear. This clears. Search the cave decks for a location and make it the active location. This goes up to 3. After Lost Armory becomes the active location, we can search our deck for a weapon or armor attachment and add it to our hand. We have to assign X damage, where X is the number of characters he controls. Don't think I like that. Don't think I ever want that. After an ally enters play exhausted, after Frightful then becomes the active location, shuffle the encounter discard pile and discard until X enemies are discarded, where X is the number of players in the game. Add each enemy discarded this way to the staging area. Let's do that. We'll discard. There we go. Okay. We will go ahead and optionally engage here. He's attacking for 4. We will defend with Dane. How many? Okay, so we have 1 hidden cache. We have 1 miner, 1 hidden cache. We have 1 hidden cache. So all of our hidden caches are gone, but we still have some miners left. We might as well try and mine the miners. He's attacking for 4. We are defending for 5 with Dane. Attacking enemy makes an additional attack after this one. Okay. Thanks, I hate it. I'm going to discard stand and fight. I'm going to discard Snowmane. And I am going to not discard Test of Will. Okay. No damage. The next attack we will defend with... Actually, ooh, do we want to just cancel that? We have a Hasty Stroke. Let's just spend 1 to cancel the second attack. And then Gandalf will swing and Eowyn will swing and everyone will win. Okay. Okay. Nice. Stand up, increase our threat to 30. We'll draw a Test of Will. Top card of the deck is now a miner. I think both of these are miners, actually, which is really funny. Let's have some shenanigans. Okay. Pass out money. Boom. 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 Let's spend 1 to play a Dwarven Tomb, which will grab us a Zygo Miner. We'll spend 2 to play a Zygo Miner. We will mine with the Zygo Miner. We're going to name 3. So we got 1, 2. Boom, boom. Just like that. So we're going to add 2 resources to a pool. We're going to give those to Dane. I don't think did I pass out money? Yeah, I did. We'll give those to Dane. Okay. There's nothing that we really need to play to shuffle it back in. So let's go ahead and spend 1 to play Will of the West, removing this from the game to shuffle this and make it our deck again. But that way, that feels decent. We could have done a lot more threat management, but I'm okay at 30 with all the threat reduction that we have coming up. So I think we'll be okay. GG is great. Good call on GG, Jared. Top card of the deck is a Stargazer. Let's go ahead and spend 2, play Stargazer from the top of our deck. Top card of the deck is now a hidden cache. That's exciting. Let's go ahead and exhaust Stargazer. Look at hidden cache, Galadrim's Greeting, Unexpected Courage, Snowmane, and a shield. Let's bury like this. And so yeah, we'll bury like this. So we can use Dane with a defense to get the hidden cache. and plus a couple defense. Actually, let's do it like this. So we can actually get +3 defense with Dane if we need to. We don't need any of these cards, and then we can draw into Unexpected Courage. Or during the refresh phase, we can set our deck up so that we can either mine away with the miner or just set this up so that we can draw into the card that we want. Okay, so there's that. Actually, is there a card that we want to swap? Might as well. All right, let's throw... Unexpected Courage on the top of our deck. Then let's use our pipe to swap a Wizard's Pipe with Unexpected Courage. Then we can mine those away. We don't need them. Okay. Let's use our Wizard's Staff to give Dane a resource for a Panic Test of Will play if we need it. Then I would like to get a Ancestral Armor out there soon. Cool. Okay. This is... after characters are committed to the quest, discard the top 5 cards at a random enemy discarded this way. Okay. Let's use Warden of Healing to go ahead and heal one from each of these miners. Okay. We have a Test of Will. We're feeling pretty decent, honestly. Cool. We are showing 4, 6 in the staging. So let's quest for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. +1 defense here. That's 13. Go 1, 1, 2. So that puts us at 15, showing 6. I'm going to flip into when revealed, add the threat of the active location into the staging area. So that would put us at a 10. We would place, actually, after characters, so we're actually discarding until we get or we're discarding the top 5 and adding an enemy. Nope, no enemy. And instead, our staging card is when revealed, attached to a questing hero, remove it from the quest. So we could Test of Will this, or we have we have the Miner of the Iron Hills that we could play. I think I'd rather Test of Will. We have 3 Test of Wills. We have Dwarven Tombs coming. But Miner of the Iron Hills, like we have a couple of cards that we want to be playing from the top of our deck, like Ancestral Armor. And so I think I would prefer to play Ancestral Armor next round rather than Miner and then play Ancestral Armor the round afterwards. So yeah, let's spend 1 to play a Test of Will to cancel this. Okay. So we quested for 15. We are showing 6. So that means we place 9, 4, and 5 is perfect. So that clears. After this stage is defeated, reduce each player's threat by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're off. I think we're just going to leave that out. Should we optionally engage here? I think we will. Let's go ahead and optionally engage Dragier. He's going to attack. Okay. A additional attack could be pretty brutal. Yeah, it is what it is. Let's defend for Dane. So we're defending for 3, 4, 5, 6 to its 7. 7. Attacking enemy gets +1, so it's 8. We'll discard a Wizard's Pipe, a Hidden Cache, and a Snowmane for +3 defense. And we'll throw 2 money over here to Gandalf. Okay. It can take 4 damage. Or actually, hold on. Nope. This is at 4 now. So it can take 5 damage. So we will attack for 5, 10, 15. We'll deal 5 damage to it. Okay. Oh, and then that's actually in the staging area. Or it's engaged with us until next round. Because that when revealed is already gone. That's interesting. Cool. Alrighty. Okay. All of that feels decent. So let's stand up. Increase our threat to 26. I really like this hero lineup. I'm having a ton of fun with this. We'll draw into the shield. We got Greeting on top of our deck. Let's pass out money. We got 3 over here to Dane. 1 to Aowen. And then 1 here. Let's go ahead and use Stargazer. We got 5 cards. We got Miner. We got Hidden Cash. Stand and Fight. I think we have what we need. We don't need Stand and Fight. So I think this is what we're going to do. Play, draw into Dwarven Tomb. Alrighty. Check this out. Let's mine away. So we're going to mine. We're going to name 0. So we get to add 4 resources, 2 and 2 resources. So let's give that to Gandalf and to Dane. Let's use our pipe to swap Galadriel's Greeting with Ancestral Armor. Let's go ahead and spend 4 to play Ancestral Armor over here on Dane. We use Warden of Healing to heal 1 from here and 1 from here. We'll spend 3 to play Galadriel's Greeting. Nah, that's crazy. We'll spend 2 to play Unexpected Courage onto Dane. Then that solves the double attack issue. We could play 3 to drop a Hierogram, but I'm not too concerned with my attack power right now, and I think I'd rather save these for test of will plays. So sweet. Is there anything else that we need to do? Nope. So this gets flipped up. We've got Dragnir's Wrath. After characters commit to the quest, he makes an immediate attack against each player with 6 or more characters. That does mean us. Stage is defeated, deal 5 damage to him. This does not count towards the X. It's okay. Love it, honestly. Yep. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. We are showing 2. There's 7 here. He is engaged with us, so we are good. Let's quest for 4, 7. Arwen is 2, giving Dane +1. So that's 9 total. Let's go 1, 2. Let's go 2 more there. So that puts us at 11, showing 2. He's going to make an immediate attack. Trying to get a little cheeky with it. Let's we'll just take it. We'll defend with Dane. So he's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to its 7. Makes an additional attack after this one. That's not good. We can hasty stroke that. If we had a hasty stroke. Uh-oh. Alrighty. Well, he's attacking again, so I hate that. So let's ready and defend with Dane again. For 8. He's attacking for 7. No shadow effect. We take no damage. Cool. Requesting for 11, showing 2. We're going to flip into a doomed 1. Raise their threat by 1 for each questing character, or discard a questing character you control. Doomed 1. Then we can raise our threat by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This doesn't seem too bad, honestly. Let's just do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Quested for 11, showing 2. We push through this. We deal 5 damage, taking him up to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. He can take 6 damage a round. And then when revealed, this returns to the staging area. Okay, actually, I thought I was going to have to take another attack, but I didn't think about being able to push through, revealing this, pushing it to the staging area. So we're good. We could optionally engage, but I don't want to. I don't think we want to travel to the deep locations, even though we have pretty decent questing power when we do have an active location. But I think most of those locations are pretty bad. And we're not really ready enough to set up being able to take it. So let's increase our threat to 33. Let's stand up. We'll draw into Dwarven Tomb. We got the Miner on the top of the deck. Let's pass out some money. I think I need more tactics cards. Eowyn needs more money. Let's go Stargazer to take a look at Miner, Greeting, Toymaker, Stargazer, and a stand and fight. Yeah. Okay. Let's use our Miner to name 2. We'll toss these 2 cards and give Gandalf 2 money. We are going to use Gandalf's ability to play the Toymaker from the top of the deck. We'll go 2, 3. Play Toymaker. Then we get to reduce the cost of the next attachment we play by 2. We'll spend 1 to play Hirogram for 1. Then we have the Greeting on the top of the deck, which we can play if we want. We have Test of Will. Mine are the Iron Heels. Feeling not too shabby here. I've almost been streaming for 3 hours. This is why I love Lord of the Rings. It does not feel like that. It feels like I have not been streaming for that long. Okay. Okay. Quest phase starts. We've got the Great Worm. So he's gonna get -5 engagement cost for each player. So actually, he would have attacked us last round because there were 5 or more, so he was engaged with us. So we're gonna chump with a Battle Master. Because I think that was the only thing that was ready. So 7, no shadow effect. Battle Master will die. But he is considered engaged with us if we do have 5 victory or 5 quest cards, which we did. So sad. But we do have a stand and fight, which we can pull that Battle Master back. Okay. Nice. So he's going to be engaging us, which is fine. During the quest phase, let's go ahead and spend can can I spend 6? I can. Okay, so let's go 2, 3 to play Galadrim's Greeting from the top of our deck. To go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down to 27. Okay. We have a Test of Will we can play. We have Stand and Fight, which we're going to be using to pull the Battle Master. Okay, so we're showing 6, 8. We don't need to put any progress. We just need to not put progress. So there's 4, 7, 9 plus 1 defense to Dane, 11 showing 8. Let's go 12. Flip into Dragon's Breath. Surge attached to a dragon's enemy counts as a condition. Don't want that. Let's go ahead and spend 1 to play Test of Will. And forget that happened. It still surges into a Surge. Counts as a condition attachment. Limit 1 per enemy. Attack enemy would take any amount of damage. It does not. And that surges into a Slave. Cannot take damage from non-quest effects. Oh, from non-quest effects. So he can't... Wait. So I've been playing that wrong, but I don't know how you damage him. So is he just like invincible? That's actually not the one that I think I've been dealing with though. Because I took out the Guardian. That's fine. Okay, cannot take damage from non-quest effects. So he's invincible basically. Hey Alex, thanks for the raid. Welcome everybody. How's everyone doing? From non-quest effects. Yeah, so I think he's just around forever now. Raid! What's up? How's it going? Non-quest effects. I don't know if I quite understand that one. Do I need to Galadrim's Greeting like real quick so I don't engage him? Probably. What's the problem? So this guy cannot take damage from non-quest effects. And so I haven't seen any quest effects that allow me to deal damage. There's a quest that allows me to like discard a non-unique enemy. But I think I just need to not engage him or else I need to be ready to defend him every single round because I can't kill him. Oh, it's saying he can't take damage. Oh, okay. I thought he was referring to himself. Okay, okay. Thank you. I'm cool. Okay, we're good. We are good. Alrighty, nice. Okay, hilarious. So we did not fail, so we're ready here. We're not going to travel. We will engage here. Deal out shadow effects. Let's go ahead and defend here. We're defending for 8 to 7. Attacking enemy gets +2 defense until the end of the phase. Then we'll ready and we'll defend here for 8. Gets +1 if it destroys a character. Does not. Alrighty. We will go ahead and swing for 5 to take him out. And then we will use Gandalf and anybody else to knock this off. Because he has 7 defense. Gandalf is attacking for 9. So yeah, cool. Nice. Increase to 28. Stand up. We have a staff. Let's go ahead and use a staff to give a resource to Gandalf. And then we'll stand the staff up. Draw into stand and fight. Top card of the deck is a miner now. Let's go. More miners, more fun. We went to 28. Got the miner on the top of the deck. We have to pass out money. Okay. We'll use a Stargazer to say miner, Hasty Stroke, Dwarven Tomb, Miner the Iron Hills, and a Toy Maker. We'll probably toss the Toy Maker. Then we'll use the Zygle Miner. We'll name 3. This one comes into play. Then we got 2 resources onto any hero that we choose. We'll give it to Gandalf. Just like that. Let's go ahead and play Stand and Fight for 3 to play a Battle Master. And we have a Dwarven Tomb if we need to get that Battle Master back. Or, I'm sorry, the Stand and Fight back for a minor play, but I don't think we really need to do that. Okay. So we are showing 6-8 in the staging. Easy peasy. Yeah, alrighty. Let's cook. Oh, I guess Warden of Healing could have exhausted last round to heal these 2. I was saving it just in case we had some ping damage come out. We got Test of Will. I'm actually going to put Hasty Stroke on the top of the deck. And we're going to use Staff to draw Hasty Stroke just so that we have it. Okay. We're showing 8. We're going to quest for 4, 7, 9 +1 defense here. 11. I'm going to flip into a 2 narrow stair. When faced with the option to travel, we have to travel here. Yikes. We do get to ready. We'll travel here, which will bring in the deep. X is the number of characters X is the number of characters controlled by the player with the most characters after an ally enters play exhausted. Honestly, that is kind of fine. And also now we're questing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 with just GG. So GG is questing for 12 now, which is fun. Sick. Nice. The dragon is going to make an attack. We will defend with Dane for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Attacking for 7. No shadow effect. We take no damage. We will swing back to deal 6 damage to it. That's 5. It has 5 defense. Gandalf swings for 6, 9, so that's 4, and then the Battle Master can hit it. Or we have a lot of attack. We probably have too much attack in this deck. Stand up. I actually don't know if we need Eowyn in this deck. I think we could probably get by with another Spirit Hero. I think we could buy with we could go Dual Sphere and go Spirit Hero here rather than Eowyn and kind of keep the deck the exact same, but we were kind of like running out of our spirit resources. We may drop, I don't know, the Battle Master seemed pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. We're able to cheat so much in with Gandalf that it doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, alrighty. We're going to increase our threat to 29. We're going to draw a miner. We got Dwarven Tomb. I'll pass out money. Either that or bring... I like Eowyn. Eowyn's good. I think I would probably bring a Song of Travel. Yeah, I bring a Song of Travel so that Eowyn can have the blue sphere, and then we'd be good. I may bring 2 and drop 1 on Gandalf. Okay, this probably is that last round. Let's go ahead and use Stargazer, which I forgot to unexhaust, to look at Dwarven Tomb and 4 cards. Dwarven Tomb, Bofur, and Warden of Healing. Let's draw Bofur. Oh, let's put Bofur. Yeah, okay. We are going to pipe to swap Bofur with a shield. We will mine the 2 1-cost cards to give Dane 2 resources. We'll spend 3 to play Greeting to reduce our threat by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Takes us down to 23. We'll use Gandalf's ability to play Dwarven Tomb to pull Stand and Fight back to our hand, I believe. We have a Test of Will. We have a Hasty Stroke. We have Bofur. Let's just pull a... We don't have any... No, we would just pull the Toymaker if we wanted to do that. Let's just pull Galadrim's Greeting back to our hand. See how low our threat can get. Okay, sweet. Cool. We are showing, what is this? 6, 8 plus. That's a lot. So Gigi is going to quest for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 just by herself. We're showing 8, so we can I actually don't even want to quest with more. Yeah. I'm going to flip into a dark tunnel. While it's in the staging area, progress cannot be placed in dark locations in the staging area. So that shows 11 up here, like right, 8, 11. We quested for 12. We place 1 progress here. Perfect. Okay. He's gonna make he's gonna make an attack. Actually, before we do that, let's go ahead and spend 3 to play Galadrim's Greeting from the top of our deck to reduce our threat by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just because we want to. We're going to defend for 8. No, we're defending for 7 because we didn't quest for with Arwen. No shadow effect. We take no damage. And then we will swing back in and win the game. I like this deck a lot. I had a lot of fun with this hero lineup and kind of like leaning into the dwarfs, getting them out there. Spirit Dane is a lot of fun. I like Leadership Dane feels a little bit stronger just from like a dwarf swarm deck, but Spirit Dane you can splash and you don't have to run the dwarf tribal as heavily, which I think there's benefits to both, right? Gandalf plus Dane was so much fun. Gandalf plus the dwarfs was a ton of fun. I really enjoyed that. I thought that was a lot of fun. Awesome. Really fun quest. Really fun quest. Really cool kind of main stage, being able to bypass to find the ones that you need. A lot of negative effects, but you can kind of find that one that you can sustain in the moment. And that feels really cool. Nice. Very good. Cool. We're going to get to open the Fate of Wilderland. Fate of Wilderland. Focus. There we go. GG, let's go. So this is going to be open. This is the last pack in our Erd Mithram cycle, which is pretty exciting. So don't go anywhere. I'm going to go to the Be Right Back screen, and we're going to open this guy real soon.
New cards! So we got the Fate of Wilderland, which is the last adventure pack in the Lord of the Rings Arid Mithrin cycle. So pop this guy open. And excited to see what we got. Is that Radagast on the front? I think it is. I think that's Radagast the Brown. At least that would be my guess. If we get a Radagast hero, I'm going to be pretty excited. It is. It is. Okay, sick. Cool. We got another Istari. It feels like every single time we play a deck with a tribe. We did Hobbits last time. We've done Sylvan in the past. We just did Gandalf. We get more support in that next pack. We got a lot of Hobbit support last time. I'm wondering if we're gonna get some Istari stuff this time. But let's pop this open. And if this does anything with creatures, I'm gonna be here for it. Because I've always liked. We did an Ent Eagle deck one time. I feel like that was decent, but could be improved upon if we get some creature support. And Radagast is kind of known for that. His ally card plays creatures. So I'm hoping that his hero card, also just like lore wise, he's just like really connected with all the creatures of Middle Earth. And so I'm hoping that we get some creature stuff here. Radagast is a 11 statted. He's a 2/2/3/4. That's a decent stat line. For especially for lore, giving that 3 defense and 4 hit points in lore. You can use resources from his pool to pay for creature allies of any sphere. Sick. After you play a creature card, he does not exhaust a quest this round. I love it. I love this card. I'm here for it. We can play, like, creatures could be, I'm thinking eagles, but are all of the, like, horses and, like, spirit creatures as well? Because that would be cool. Yep, we got Rittermark's Finest as a creature. Oh, I'm so here for it. And I hope we get more creatures as well as we are building or as we go through this pack. But really, tactics is where a lot of the creatures lie with the eagles. Eagle! Anyone get that reference? Make me very happy. Creature, 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 creature. Sick. Yes. Here for it. And then there's all the eagle synergy that hasn't really been super great. Like we haven't had too much eagle synergy that makes it feel viable to run against a lot of these harder quests. It's always fun to kind of like revisit them, but now that we have this, we can run. Yeah, okay, I'm here for it. Okay, so Radagast feels decent. I'm really looking forward to Radagast. Next up, we got a creature. Love it. Got the Messenger Raven. This is a 1 cost, 1 willpower, 1 hit point, cannot attack, defend, or have attachments. As a refresh action, we can return him to his owner's hand and name a card type. Choose a player to look at the top card of their deck. If that card is of the name type, add it to its owner's hand. If it is not, discard it. That's cool. So what's really cool here is you can basically have Radagast never need to exhaust a quest. You can always play the Messenger Raven and then pop him back to your hand, and then play him again next round with the resource that Radagast collects to have him not quest again. And then you could probably have him defend. That's probably where he's going to go. But you have this also. And if you have Wizard's Pipe, which does not have to be attached to Gandalf, it can be attached to any Astari character, and so you can set it with the Wizard's Pipe. Oh my gosh, I love it. Hold on, let me find this. I just want to double check and make sure that this is actually legit, the way that I'm saying that you can do this. Yep, attached to an Astari character. Then you can exhaust this to exchange a card in your hand with the top card of your deck. Use this to pop it back, and you know what the top card of your deck is, so you get to draw it. That's awesome. Yes, yes, Jared. Raven with Wizard's Pipe is a guaranteed card draw. Thanks, Carl. Sick. Sick. That's so cool. That's so freaking cool. Ah, yes. And here we are with more Astari support. The game after we play it. We're playing Radagast next round though. We have to. Okay, we've got the King's Return. This is a song, so any of song synergies can synergize here. That was a dumb sentence. I apologize for my English, my my obliteration of the English language there. Anyways, the King's Return. Search your deck for a guarded attachment and put it into play. Shuffle your deck. That's fun. I have been saying that I want to play a little bit more with the guarded attachments, which are like really powerful attachments, but you have to like deal with a ally or a enemy or a location or something like that before you can actually attach it to one of your characters. I want to play that. I feel like that just sounds fun. Probably could have played it last round, our last game, because we were kind of set up with our defense and attack pretty easily for anything that was be guarded by an enemy. And that just gets more of it. Nice. We got more creatures. We got the Loyal Hound. This is a 2-cost 1/2/02. Cannot have attachments. Discard him to cancel up to 2 damage just dealt to a hero you control. That's so sad. From like a theming standpoint. That's so sad. The hound takes the hit for you. Good card though. The nice thing is that he does not have to be exhausted. Or he doesn't have to be non-exhausted in order to use his effect. And so you can like quest with him if you know that you're going to take an undefended attack and then discard the hound. We got the Great Hunt. You must use resources from 3 different heroes' pools to pay for this card. Choose and discard a non-unique enemy in the staging area as a combat action. That's cool. So you do have to have 3 lore heroes or characters with access to lore to play this. I have a hard time going with monosphere decks. So that's my only concern there. We got Hobbit or Hobbit's creatures. That was rude. I'm sorry. 2-cost 1/1/1/2. The Bywater Sheriff is a Hobbit Sheriff. I love the Sheriff trait. I love the fact that they gave him a Sheriff trait. He gets +1/+1/+1 while you're engaged with an enemy with an engagement cost higher than your threat. That's good. That's real good. So he's a 2 ally with 2 hit points, 2-cost ally with 2 hit points. Feels really good. Then if you're engaged with an enemy with a higher cost than your or a higher threat than your current threat, which is what Hobbits want to be doing, he's a 2/2/2 2 for 2 cost. That's good. That's decent. That's really, really solid. Next up, we got Gwahir's deck. This is I think he's an eagle, right? Play only if you control a unique character with the Astari trait and another unique character with the Eagle trait. Search top 5 cards for an Eagle or an Astari ally and put it into play. Whoa! Shuffle your deck at the end of the round if that ally is still in play. Return it to your hand. Insane card. So what's really crazy here is both Astaris and Eagles have abilities on when entering play, and then Eagles are when leaving play. So like there's like the eagle that like deals 2 damage when entering and when leaving play, but also you could just hit Gandalf, right? And with the Wizard's Pipe, you can set this up so that you can always hit this because it goes back to your hand. That's insane. That's so good. That's so good. Once you have Radagast out, if you're running Eagles or if you're running yeah, you have to be running Eagles. I assume we'll get an Eagle hero at some point if we're seeing a card like this. But like there are unique heroes which can be pretty easy to get out. Sick. I love that. Wizard's Pipe, guarantee the hit. Play Gandalf. It's another sneak attack for Gandalf. Dumb. Love it. That's so cool. His text has been reworded. He reads now that he's considered to have the printed leadership, spirit, and tactic icons when playing it. When playing what? Oh, Radagast. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. He's considered to have all of the resource icons when playing creatures. That makes sense. Yeah. Cool. We get the Mithril shirt. This is guarded with a location. When the hero is dealt any amount of damage, reduce that amount by 1. Nice. Okay. That's good. We got Reforged. Choose an attachment with a printed cost of X in any player's discard pile and play that attachment for no cost. The chosen Attachment can belong to any sphere of influence. That's cool. That's really cool. It's stand and fight for attachments. I'm here for it. Then the last card, we got Radagast Staff, because of course we did. Attached to Radagast, we can choose to reduce the cost of the next creature ally you play this phase by 2, ready a creature ally, or return a non-unique creature ally engaged with you to the staging area. Enemy. Awesome. Awesome. Reforge is your favorite card of the cycle? Yeah, especially with all the Dales, right? The Dale synergy with attachments is really strong. Plus, like, dwarves love it. So many things love it. Just more attachment love is amazing. Radagast Staff is sick. I am very happy with Radagast Staff. Being able to reduce the cost of the next creature you play by 1 or 2 is really good. Yeah, I am here for this pack. I think this pack was very good. We've got Bywater Sheriff giving us Hobbit support, which is what we played last time. We got Astari support, which is crazy. We're gonna play Radagast Eagles next turn, or next game. So good. I'm here for it. So I'm gonna just do this because I will forget by the time. I do this. So I'm gonna stack these with the quest. I don't care if it is not a good strategy for this specific quest. I want to play it, so we are gonna try it. Awesome. Oh my gosh. Who would Radagast pair well with? It'd be fun to do Gandalf though with this card. I think I probably want to run Gandalf in his ally form just to be able to pop him in multiple times. I think getting another leadership hero out would be pretty good. So that we could sneak attack Gandalf 6 times. Hildegard is good for getting the big eagles out. Who is that? Is that an ally or a hero? Or is that the sword? Why am I thinking that's the sword? Tactics hero. Hiragon and Hira. I've been. Hira Grim is what this sword is. Hiragon. After they quest successfully, play a tactics ally from your hand, reducing the cost by 1 to a minimum of 1. Yes. Then you may raise your threat, but to give that ally +1/+1 until the end of the round. Sick. Yes, that's cool. So let's do that. Yes. And leadership seems kind of fun. Or honestly, Galadriel would not be too bad. If we went Galadriel, because then allies don't exhaust to quest when they enter play, and so we can get like just insane ability out of Galadriel. Galadriel has a little bit of anti-synergy here with our tactics hero though, because well, I guess they don't. No, they do not exhaust to come into the quest. So there's a little bit of anti-synergy there because you're putting in a lot of your hero, or you're letting your allies in after they've committed to the quest. So maybe not Galadriel. But I do want to try. I think the next quest is a little bit on the easier side, so I do want to try someone that I'm not playing a ton of recently. We go mounts. No, I do want to play a mount deck though. Um, I could stay away from leadership. I like how I'm like already building my deck. I'm just excited about this. This is fun. We go Treebeard. We go Treebeard in the Ents if we wanted to. We go Grima and just go turbo ramp with everything. Or we could go Elron. Actually Elron seems really good here. I don't want to play Elron though. But Elron would be really good. You could play so many allies. Part of me kind of wants to go with another tactics hero to go Biosphere on tactics, just because that's not something I typically do. I'm gonna look at the quest actually, and we'll just great quest for side quest. Say less, my friend. Okay, that's good. It's a great quest for side quest, which means that we're probably going to grab what it's a green hero, right? Thurnadir. Or do I want to go with the ally Thurnadir? The ally Thurnadir seems. Yeah, we're gonna go with the ally Thurnadir. Um, great quest for side quest. Love that. I kind of want to go ally Thurnadir. Um. Oh wait, that's Thalion. Just kidding. Yeah, we'll go Thurnadir. I thought I should have known. This is Caleb. Yeah, I'm thinking of Thalion. So Thurnadir, yes. Heck yeah. Okay, I'm really looking forward to this deck. I think that's gonna be a ton of fun. We'll be back probably next Friday to trial it and play some Eagles. I'm so excited. So assuming nothing changes, that will be on Friday. I will be posting the stream schedule for the week on YouTube on Sunday, so just monitor that. But I think it's gonna be Marvel Monday, Lord of the Rings Friday, Spirit Island on Wednesday. I'm very sad to hear the news about Greater Than Games closing. So Greater Than Games got closed. Who publishes Spirit Island? Brutal. So still my favorite game. I'm still gonna play it. I'm just sad, but cool. The Eagles are coming next week. Eagles are coming. Awesome. Thank you all so very much for hanging out. I appreciate you all, and we will see you next week. And have a great weekend. Hope everyone has a really, really solid Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. See you all on Monday. Peace.